Hi there. It's June 15th, and this is my garden update. Coming out from the house, we have the salad that is consistently giving us lovely lettuces and herbs. There's a pepper that hasn't been planted yet. So this is kind of the overview. Over here is the south lawn with the new greenhouse that we did. Coco helped me, and all the little seedlings that haven't yet been planted. The deck is bigger as of last year, which is really cool. And here we have a little seating area. You'll see several of those. This is my south garden, which Sky would like to go in, so we will go in. Right? Okay. Over here is the outside of the south garden. I have one little melon there, a bunch of oregano, amazing amounts of nasturtiums, and lots of tomatoes. At the very end, I have a pumpkin that's starting to climb up. And then we have clematis and raspberries and stuff like that. A couple of eggplants in pots that I didn't have room for in the garden. So that's the outside. This is mainly flowers over here, but I have a broccoli or two. And inside the south garden, we'll start here. We have parsley that is now bolting, but that's okay. I'm gonna let it seed. I've put a few tomatoes in here because I just did like way too many tomatoes. And some eggplants, which aren't very happy in this spot. So I'm going to see why, and if I can, I might just plant something else. And some beans. Okay, on the other outside, oh, the parsley is kind of going insane. I do have a lot of tarragon. If anybody likes tarragon and you have a recipe, send me one. Here we have more oregano. I know it's a little bit rustic and crazy, but that's just how we roll here. Broccoli. The mint goes everywhere. This is Brussels sprouts from last year, and I'm leaving it there to catch aphids and stuff. As you can see, it's a good trap crop. It's keeping all the bad bugs out of the rest of the brassicas. Here's a little cabbage. There's a couple of squashes in pots, but I am trying not to plant squashes until after the vine borers do their thing. Here is a lovely stand of milkweed that volunteered. Last year I had one, and now I have several, and I'm very excited. And I stuck a little tomato in there just to see if it'll work. Now for the inside bed, we have tarragon. The garlic is, I've been collecting the scapes, so it should be ready in about 3 weeks. I have cukes, I have yarrow. The peas are doing really well. I'm gonna make a nice pea salad later. We had some great radishes, and we might have more. I have planted okra. They're tiny for some reason. I don't really understand why. And more seedlings that haven't made it in anywhere yet. There's some peppers, cukes, more broccoli. This one I decided to try to shade a little bit, see if it helped. More peas. Oh, I love it. This is getting really long, I'm sorry. But, you know, you can fast forward. This is just the wild outside. And we have blueberries, which I have covered because the birds really like them. So I've learned that if we want any, have to cover it. Back here is the wild shady part. It's a little more sunny than last year because some of the weeds on the outside of the fence got gone. There's tomatillos. Oh, and that's my asparagus. So I'm hoping for some to eat next year. Here's a squash. Here's a squash. Some more various and sundry things. My lovely cannabis plant. Cucumbers. A lot of garlic. A lot of garlic. And I did plant a bunch of celery, hoping that they will develop. That's an elephant garlic right there. Peppers, 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 peppers. Oregano, 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 oregano. That's last year's celery, and I'm gonna let it go to seed and seed itself again. All right, here we have another cannabis plant. All right, and here is, I think we've gone through this whole thing. Oh no, we didn't go to the wild side of mint. This is mint and lemon balm. I put that in lots of things, and I've also put a little fennel, some cabbage, and some more broccoli. So that, my dears, is the south garden. Now we shall go to the north garden. On the way to the north garden, you can see the construction happening. The stage is already built, but someone is making a roof. Very exciting. Very exciting to have a roof. My roses are doing really well. All this catmint up against the house. It's really gorgeous and so good for the pollinators. Look at those lovely little bees. Oh my goodness. So many bees. All right. And I'm working on the lawn. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. All right, here's the outside. This is false sunflower. I don't know where it came from. I didn't plant it, but it looks happy. That is dill, amazingly. And a couple of tomato plants and a cuke. Yep, I just stick things wherever I can. And out here, I had thrown some wildflower seeds, and they actually came up with some gorgeous little wildflowers. Look at that. I'm really happy about that. The apple tree I did prune in the winter, and it looks happy. It will still have cedar apple rust, but that's okay. That happens all the time. All right, here we have the strawberry patch, which I have covered due to birds. We have a lot of birds, but they're pretty happy. I think they'll be okay. Oops, Sky is getting into something. I think I might need to pause first. Okay, so there's the mulberry tree. It's almost mulberry time, and someone was nice enough to move the fence back from about there to all the way back there, and we're going to have a shed there at some point. So this is the outside of the north garden. And here's the inside. So these were all hay bales here, and they have decomposed inside, but I just decided to plant right back into them, and they seem to be doing okay. The kale is really happy. The cabbage has some pests, but it's still working. I'm trying to grow squashes vertically these days so that they don't get all the pests that they usually get, but we'll see. All right, here's a Asian pear tree, which looks happier this year than it has in years. I'm not sure what that flower is, but it wanted to be there, so I let it. And then we have these contraptions for eventual cucumbers and tomatillos. Yep. So that's the outside there. Now here's the inside bed. Right now this is only garlic. These are edamame. Soybeans, basically. I have a lot of nasturtiums. Once the garlic is out of here, I'm gonna plant something else here. I'm not sure what. Then we have a little patch of tomatoes, kale and tarragon. And again, some okra. These are a little happier. And some peppers. And there will be room in here once the garlic is harvested, which I cannot wait for. Over here, I have a poor little watermelon, which hopefully will get bigger now that I've put it in a better spot. And here's another one. The chives are still chiving. And I have bush beans coming, some rosemary, squashes, pumpkins, and more garlic. And the last bed is this one with some broccoli, celery, garlic, peas, and other lovely herbs. Very exciting. Then this outside is just wild. There's a deutzia that is beautifully blooming right now, and my pawpaw trees. One on that side, two on this side. Hopefully we'll get a pawpaw or two this year before they get stolen. Here's one right there, you see it? It's gonna get nice and big, like the size of a papaya. I think it's related to papaya. And some wildflowers down here, and my volunteer dogwood, flowering dogwood. So it's a good year so far. Waiting for the pests, but trying to be proactive and enjoy the time outside while I do things. I'm really fortunate to have this life in the summer here. Thanks for sharing it with me. Have a lovely rest of your June, and I hope to see you at our concert on June 28th. 4 o'clock the gate opens, 5 o'clock music, sol y canto. Much love. Bye.